have done something historic. For many of you, you are the first person in your family to graduate from college. You're not just carrying a diploma, you are carrying your family's hopes and dreams. Your parents worked long hours, nagtiis, nagtipid, all so you could walk across the stage today. This victory is yours, but it is also theirs. So let's take a moment to say, thank you ma, thank you pa, graduation nyo rin po ito. Now, let's talk about the world you're stepping into. It will not be easy. It is fast-paced, unpredictable, and shaped by change. Ilan sa inyo ang gumagamit na ng ChatGPT or Gemini? Ginagamit ba? Dapat lang aralin na natin ito. Artificial intelligence is transforming industries. According to the World Economic Forum, 85 million jobs may be displaced by automation by next year. But 97 million new roles could be created. It means if you know how to adapt, you will not be left behind. Remember, walang teknolohiya ang makakapagpalit sa isang taong marunong makisama, mag-isip, mag-adapt, at higit sa lahat, magpakatao. So sharpen your skills, but also build your character. Learn to listen deeply, learn to communicate and speak clearly, build relationships, be someone people want to build with, learn from, and work alongside. Because at the end of the day, being human is your greatest advantage. So, I'm sure we all have an ideal job in mind. Ako rin nun, hindi ko nasasabihin gaano katagal ago, but I wanted to be in advertising or in media production. But I was not allowed by my very conservative dad kasi sabi daw niya, puro party, puro overtime lang daw doon na wala naman daw katuturan. So hindi niya ako pinayagan. Sabi niya sa akin, magtrabaho ka na lang sa hotel. Sabi ko, ha? Hotel? Wala akong alam dyan at wala akong balak dyan. Sabi niya, meron daw siyang alam na for sale na hotel noon. Wala daw siyang pambayad, pero susubok daw siyang umutang. Libreng mangarap. Sabi niya, baka in 1 or 2 years, pabago niya mabili ang hotel. In the meantime daw, dun muna ako magtrabaho at matuto. Being a typical brat, hindi yata ako lumabas ng kwarto ng mga 2 linggo kasi ayoko talaga. Ayoko siyang makita na sasabihan akong pumasok ng trabaho. Hanggat binigyan na niya ako ng ultimatum noon at sabi niya, sa ayaw ko sa gusto ko, papasok ako sa susunod na araw. Pinakiusapan na raw niya yung may-ari, tanggapin ako. Dahil wala talaga akong kaplano-planong magtrabaho sa isang hotel, grabe yung dasal ko nung Sunday na yon. Sabi ko, Lord, ayaw ko talaga. But if I'm really meant to work there, give me a very, very big sign. And until I see that, magmamatigas talaga ako. That afternoon, after Mass, I watched a Japanese movie called Brothers. And in that movie, the gangsters traveled to San Francisco and checked in a real infamous existing hotel there called Hotel Cecil. Nung nakita ko, sobrang gulat ako. Sabi ko, tama pa yung spelling. So the next day, pumasok na ako without question. I then spent my first week standing and peeling vegetables for 8 hours every day. In hindsight, that job was the one that taught me the most. It opened my eyes to the different walks of life, pati nga ang buhay ng mga ibong mababa ang lipad, mas naintindihan ko. It taught me empathy, it taught me compassion. It was also my first job that I made so many lifelong friends and mentors. Up to now, naa-apply ko ang mga natutunan ko doon sa lahat ng naging trabaho ko after. I guess what I'm trying to say is hindi lahat tayo makakahanap agad ng trabaho na pangarap natin. Hindi lahat may sign from the universe. Hindi lang lahat may tatay na magbibigay lang sa'yo ng trabaho. Pero that's okay. Ang mahalaga, huwag tayong hihinto. Matuto tayo mag-ipon ng karanasan. Build yourself little by little. Huwag tayong tumambay lang sa bahay dahil hindi pa natin nahahanap ang dream job natin. Huwag natin pasakitin ang ulo ng mga magulang natin. Resiliency, innovation, sustainability, equity. That is the theme for today's graduation. Resiliency. My father, the now famous RSA, as many of you may know him, was once in your shoes. He also belongs to the first generation in his family to go to college. Habang nag-aaral siya, nagtrabaho rin siya para matulungan ng mga magulang niya. He didn't have much, but he had determination, discipline, and ang lakas-lakas niyang mangarap. And look, ang layo na ng narating niya today. So believe me when I say, kayang-kaya nyo rin. Our backgrounds does not have to define our limits, but it can even define our strength. Mangarap din tayo ng mataas. I truly believe that we need to find our purpose to be more resilient. Now that you're going to start working, don't forget to reflect. Ask yourself, para saan ba to? Para kanino ba to? What is your why? Para sa pamilya mo ba to? Para sa bayan ba to? Kailangan alam nyo. Because when life gets hard, and it will, that's what will keep you going. Innovation. Innovation means more than creating something new. It means thinking differently. And to do that, you must pay attention. Kahit sa mga nakikita at nababasa natin online, do we verify what we see or do we mindlessly just share it? Do you care about truth or only about what trends? Para mabago mo ang mundo, kailangan alam mo muna kung ano ang nangyayari dito. Are you aware of what's happening in Philippine politics? Or showbiz lang? May basis ba ang impeachment? Alam niyo ba ano ang ibig sabihin ng pork barrel? Ngayong magtatrabaho na kayo at magbabayad na kayo ng buwis, dapat lang talaga na alamin nyo at maging mapanuri kayo. Kasi buwan-buwan, malaking bahagi ng pinaghihirapan mo ay mapupunta sa gobyerno. Do you realize how all of this personally affects all of you? Because no matter how hard you work, our lawmakers' decisions will shape the world you're trying to survive in. In the past, people started the day with reading the news. Today, most of us wake up and scroll through memes and reels. But now that you're graduating into the real world, it's time to graduate out of that habit. Hindi ko sinasabing huwag nyo nang gawin kasi imposible naman yun. Pero pwede tayong mag-start mag-limit ng ating sarili. Kahit na maximum 2 hours a day na lang or 3 hours a day. The rest of your time, let's continuously try to improve ourselves and spend quality time with our family and friends. Ignorance is not harmless or just funny anymore. It's dangerous and it affects your future. So be informed, stay curious, ask questions, and most of all, demand accountability. You are not too young to make a difference. Sustainability. We usually talk about sustainability in terms of the planet. And yes, we all have a role to play in protecting it. But sustainability also means living a life that won't burn you out. You will be tempted to chase quick money. But not everything that glitters is gold. Maraming kumpanya, kaya sobrang laki ng mga bonus at pasweldo, ay dahil may hindi mabuting ginagawa. In the news last week, sinabi ng mga iniwang scam farms ng mga pogo, ngayon ay pinapatakbo na ng mga Pilipinong natuto sa kanila. Please remember that your parents' dream for you is not just to have a comfortable life, but a life with dignity and integrity. You were not raised by your parents to scam, to to cheat, or to be complicit in a system that hurts others. Huwag tayong maging enabler ng mali. Sustainability also means understanding that we are all interconnected. In 2023, the Philippines ranked among the top 3 countries most affected by climate disasters, typhoons, droughts, flooding. These are not isolated events. They're outcomes of choices, ours, and others over many years. It's all a cycle, a circle. What we do now echoes forward. Whether these are environmental or social decisions, ang ginagawa mo ngayon may epekto hindi lang sa iyo, kung hindi sa iba, at pati na rin sa magiging anak ng anak nyo. So let's try to think long-term. Equity. Equity also means remembering where you came from. It means choosing to uplift, not compete. Huwag mong hayaang sa'yo lang magtapos ang tagumpay ng pamilya mo. Send a sibling to school, mentor someone in your barangay, lift someone else up. And yes, equity goes beyond your own country. Nakita nyo na ba ang nangyayari sa Gaza and Palestine? As of now, over 55,000 people have died in Gaza, many of them women and children. Genocide is happening right now, being live-streamed everywhere. But parang walang pakialam ang mundo. We may think, ang dami rin nating problema dito. Ang layo-layo niyan, huwag na natin yan isipin. But when a powerful country does something too horrendous to us someday, do we want the world to stay silent as well? Gusto ba nating pikitan din nila tayo kapag tayo naman ang magmamakaawa? Okay, I think this commencement speech sounds so serious already. But if there's one thing I really hope you guys try to do, it is this. Be brave enough to be kind. Maraming bagay online, di na natin kailangan mag-comment. Di kailangan dumagdag sa pasakit ng iba. Pwede din tayong maging firm sa mga paniniwala natin without being cruel. Check and understand the facts before commenting. The world doesn't need more rumor mongers or even fashion or food influencers. Instead, we need more truth seekers and peacemakers. Masarap ang walang kaaway. Subukan natin yun. So to the class of 2025, be resilient with purpose, be innovative with truth, live sustainably with integrity and awareness, fight for equity with courage and compassion. Dream big. We believe in you. Kaya nyo to. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat.